Evening, everybody. Welcome to the Board of Ed meeting for January 19th. I'd actually look at the date. So how did it? At any rate, welcome to the Board of Education meeting. We'll have an interesting evening, I think, and we'll start with pledge of allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, good evening. So this is, we are here at Syrian Town. We thank Syrian Town Principal Diana Georgia for hosting us. In a couple of minutes, we'll hear from a couple of students that will something to say to us. And this is the third meeting in the year where we're going to one of the schools, but the first of the elementary schools. So you're the first in the elementary school rotation, and we'll be the next few weeks. The next few weeks will be also visiting Center and Debt. So thank you all for coming on a rather miserable night, weather-wise, and look forward to the rest of the meeting. So we'll start with announcements and correspondence, and let's start with the board. Brian?
No, I think it's been quite 2 weeks. I don't recall anything yet. It's been quite 2 weeks.
So I've not really been to anywhere, but I do want to wish everybody a happy Lunar New Year as we'll be celebrating this weekend. And if anybody is available, next Saturday is the Paris Chinese Association hosting the Lunar New Year celebration at the high school. And if you've never been there before, it is an absolutely fantastic event. And I look forward to being there, and I hope I get to see a lot of you there.
Okay, thank you, Julie. Yeah, I hope to get there myself. Last one I went to was for COVID. And that was a lot of fun, and I always like the dragon dance. The dragon dance? Oh, I like it. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I like. So let's see how that goes. And but the only thing I've done is the high school PT and SA meeting. They're moving along. They're trying to get some things going for anticipation already of graduation, which is going to be my last child's graduation. So I'm interested in what's going on with that. And I don't have too much else, so I'll turn it over to Dr. Simmons.
Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for your support. As you might notice, two of our board members could not be here with us tonight, but they send their regards and well wishes. So we were very happy to be here. And thank you to Diana and her team here at Syrian Town for preparing everything and making us feel comfortable and welcome and part of the Syrian Town school community. Thank you to our Syrian Town PTA leadership for hosting our meet and greet, and there are some nice sweet treats that I see them here that we'll be enjoying afterwards. So thank you for that. And so before I share an update, I'm going to ask Atul, our student representative, how you doing, Johnny? Atul, tell everyone what you want to be when you grow up. A teacher? Is he a teacher? Because you've had such amazing teachers in Erickson? I was like, that's good enough. What kind of teacher do you want?
A math teacher.
A math teacher. And what kind of math do you love?
Calc.
Calc.
Not Cal.
Just forget it. All right. Thank you. Atul, do you want to share enough? Do you have anything you want to share?
Just an extension of the last board meetings update is that we're selling tickets this week, and tomorrow is our final day to sell.
Thank you very much.
So I think it's for
That's one of your
week
fall. Next week is also midterm week. Is that right, Atul? For high school and regents, for those of us who have regents. I don't know if there's anything that you want to share. Okay. Please go. Yes, that's it. Make sure you're making
I just want to,
yes, that's good.
tomorrow, the elementary schools and the middle school will be doing the computer-based testing simulation, and it's purely a simulation. The state is asking, having a transition in next year, but they're asking us, at least in 2 grade levels, to mandate computer-based testing. So as part of that, we are going all the way and having our grades 3 through 8 do this simulation. So I want to thank our teachers because I think it was a lift for them to be able to support our teachers and our administration. I feel very fortunate. I think we're going to do amazing.
And
It
thank
doesn't
you.
count for anything, there's no scoring, it's just a simulation to be able to allow us to see if our systems can handle it when the full administration happens in the spring.
Thank you, Liz. I think for your leadership, and I know Chris and Rachel were with us last meeting, have been really important partners in that and preparing. They are our director of technology, assistant director for technology. So thank you for that update. So it's been actually, even though it's only the third week of the new year, a lot going on. I want to start by congratulating our 3 regional finalists, semifinalists who are going to be with us during the February 2nd board meeting. We'll be celebrating and acknowledging the 3 young ladies who were named semifinalists, which is a huge accomplishment. When you think about the fact that there's only 300 students who earn that honor in the entire country. So we're excited to celebrate them the next time we are together. We also had recently All County was unfolding, and we are hosts of several of the groups and in terms of the rehearsals. And last week I had the opportunity to be present at the grade 5 All County experience, which was amazing. The kids are so incredibly talented, and I was honored to be able to give opening remarks on our parents. Many of our parents were there. It was a really wonderful event at Tillis Center. Also last night was the Triumph concert at the middle school, and that is our chamber orchestra and chamber chorus. It's a smaller group of kids. Their performances were really not only incredibly well done in terms of their skill in playing various instruments and using their voices, but thinking about the musical selections that were made, how intentional our teachers were in helping our students explore different types of music, different genres of music, and music that is representative of different cultures. It was really, I thought, quite powerful, and I'm so excited to be able to participate in those types of events. We also have a lot of important athletic situations unfolding. Our grade 8 boys basketball team ended an undefeated season. They were 10-0 this year, and it's a huge accomplishment. And we'll definitely be getting a press release together about them. Their coach is Larry, whose last name I'm going to butcher. He's so proud of them, and I'm so excited about that. A number of our wrestlers are having a great season, and if you watch one of the video, our bowling teams are having a great season. They secured their conference championships, both of them, and we expect some really impressive outcomes in their playoffs. I also, one of the highlights of the last 2 weeks was I got to participate in the Cupcake Challenge at the high school. One of my colleagues was here, sat next to me at the cupcake. I see you, hi, back there. We ate a lot of cupcakes. It was fantastic. Our kids in our high school, one of our high school back classes, made a bunch of different cupcakes. It was great to hear their thinking around what ingredients they use and how they pipe the frosting and such. It was really fun. And just 2 reminders, our Lunar New Year celebration is coming up next Saturday. And also Harlem Wizards are happening on March 4th. And so an email went out today. I registered. It's very easy to do. So to our families who are listening out there, just check your email and look out for both of those events. So that's the update that I have.
Wizards are a lot of fun, and you get to watch administrators and teachers running the festival. Or thingy. Never made it. Hey. Okay, so before we get to our usual questions from the public, I believe we're going to hear from a couple of nice young ladies there who is going to be introduced by Dan.
Pull it right out of there. So you take it out. This is for the 30-minute. Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Knight.
Thank you, Mr. Sinetti. We're thrilled that you chose Searingtown to be first, since this is your favorite elementary school. Had to start that. No, we're really glad you're here. It means a lot to us, and we thought that it would be very appropriate, since you are here, to highlight some of the wonderful things that have been happening lately or are coming up in the near future. And to do that, we have 2 of our bright scholars, 2 5th grade Scotties, who are going to introduce themselves to you and give you some of our highlights.
Hello, my name is Emma. Hello, my name is Ayat. Searingtown happenings. We are very proud of our fourth and fifth graders who performed in the winter concerts in December for band, orchestra, and chorus. They sounded great and we are very impressed by their growing musical abilities. Searingtown hosted the Brain Show on December 23rd. Students in grades K through 5 laughed their way through the school-wide game show where everyone was a winner. Walter the service dog began visiting the classrooms last week. He will continue to share his storied friendship with us each Monday afternoon moving forward. Family Fun Night is scheduled tomorrow night with PTA showing Live Crocodile. We can't wait for the movie and snacks.
Once again, we will be holding our annual charity coin drive in the month of February. The monies collected will be going to the charity voted on by the student body. On February 1st, our school will participate in Global Play Day. We will join with over 1 million other students from around the world as we raise awareness of the necessity of unstructured play. Our PTA is supporting this with a woo-woo cart for the teachers. Our PTA will host an author visit with Jarrett Lerner on February 6th. We can't wait to learn about his experiences as an author and illustrator of fun, humorous graphic novels. Our Make Your Own Pizza fundraiser is back once again. Mr. Giorgio will put on her apron and chef's hat as she guides us through a virtual pizza making class on February 10th.
Thank
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, are either of you in the band or the orchestra?
Yes.
Which one? I was at both of those concerts in December. They were great. So good job. Thank you very much. And I just want to mention that you mentioned the author of graphic novels can come. My daughter just took this last semester in college, took a course of graphic novels. So it's even reached that level of analysis in literature. So I hope you enjoy that experience, learn about that. So thank you again.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Don't worry about that, Mike. You brought it. So thank you, ladies, for your update, giving us some insight into what's going on in Searingtown. I definitely got a screenshot of this pizza night, so I could see what the chef was. There are so many talents. So thank you so much. I know it's not easy to get up and speak in front of a group of people. I appreciate your update, and I think I can speak for the team that we always so enjoy visiting Searingtown. Just everyone's so welcoming, and the students are always engaging. Such a great place. I know.
So Brian.
All right, I'm not biased. So that's not. But yeah, thank you, and thank you again, Diana, and to our PTA for hosting us tonight. We appreciate it very much.
Okay, thank you all. So we now have a question and comments from the public portion of the meeting. So I'll just read a couple of things here. Please limit your questions and comments to 3 minutes per person. Listen to comments and input, but debate between members of the audience or board members is not permitted. Board of Education is not permitted to address personnel or individual student matters in this session. Operational matters should be directed to school administration for handling. Please state your name if you can ask a question, and only residents and employees of the district may address questions and comments. So with that statement, anybody have a question or comment for us? No? Okay. Well, let's see if our agenda stimulates you tonight. Okay. So we move to recommended actions. Can I have a motion for section 8?
Sure, I'd like to move Roman numeral 8, letters A through E, routine business.
I will second.
All those in favor? Aye. It's a lot less loud when there's only 3 of us. Any opposed? Okay. Moving to Roman numeral 9, somebody move item A, please.
Yep, I would like to move Roman numeral 9, letter A, approval of revised policies. Resolved that upon the recommendation of the superintendent of schools, the Board of Education hereby approves the following revised policies. Such policies to be included in the Harris Policy Manual. Those include policy number 4327, 5150, and 9645.
I'll second that.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Okay,
I'd like to move Roman numeral 9, letter B, the adoption of the 2023-2024 school calendar.
I will second.
before we vote, Dr. Snaps, I'd like to say the word too.
Thank you so much. Just an update as to what the calendar looks like. It'll be available on our website tomorrow. I wanted to start by acknowledging many people who helped put together, and starting with Dina, who drafted the calendar, and then the number of people that we consulted to look at the various religious holidays, to look at the number of school days. And so just a couple of the highlights to be aware of, things to be aware of. Our staff will be coming in August 30th and 31st. They will be our superintendent conference days. And our students will start on Tuesday, September 5th, after Labor Day. And we have a break in December for about a week and a day. And then we have the February break, and in April, we have about 7 days, well, it's including weekends, about 10 or 11 days that we have off. So just an FYI about that, and I want to thank everyone who helped provide input and perspective as we looked at getting everything in place to make sure we met the regulations, but also to honor our community in terms of the various holidays that we want to celebrate.
Okay, thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, we can vote on C through J next, please.
I will move letters C through J, approval of revisions to the special education plan, amendment, appointment of district asset coordinator officer, and BOCES letter of intent, agreement, and consultants.
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor? Any opposed? Thank you. And K and L.
I'd like to move K&L, approval of trip for the high school Model UN Club to the National Model UN Conference, and approval of a trip to the NAFME All Eastern Music Honor Ensembles in its entirety.
I will second.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Okay, that is the agenda for the evening. Once again, we open up for questions and comments from the public. Oh, moving along, we're all happy, we're all satisfied. We shouldn't ask that question. Okay, any new business or future agenda items from the board?
Not at this time.
No, I'd just like to make one other comment that I failed to mention. Just another reminder that also on March 16th, the day before, what will be hopefully our next national holiday, if I have my way, on St. Patrick's Day. The community fund will be hosting their annual community fund dinner at New Hoy Park Inn for the entire community. We're back again after COVID. It's the first dinner dance after COVID. And that community fund, one of the things that they do, one of the many things they do is they fund the teaching mini grants in the various schools throughout the district with the proceeds from the dinner dance. So if you can attend, please do.
Is the information, I guess, going to be going out about the ticket sales?
I believe so. I believe there's going to be a listserv going out shortly because it was a little early, but it is, the date is March 16th.
Thank you.
And I'd like to add that because those community grants, which are proposed by various teachers, and then the community fund awards them, actually motivated my daughter towards her major because she was involved in one that involves something called Arduino kits, which is electronic devices that you can make in different ways. And when she got to college and decided to become a physics major, she actually ended up writing a lab for one of her professors based on the same project that she did for the community. So those community grants can have an effect for the kids. Like you to support the community fund, you can. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Okay, item 12, future business. Our next regular meeting is February 2nd. Again, as Dr. Sinas mentioned, we'll be honoring our Regeneron achievements to our students. On February 16th, we'll be at Center Street, where I will talk about that school. Just kidding. And March 9th, will be at Denton Avenue, so we have 2 in a row there, at the elementary schools. And then March 23rd, Community Center. And by the way, the budget meetings start with the Center Street meeting next week. So we'll have budget presentations, and highly recommend attending that because we will see our first different style budget presentation from our new superintendent, who has assured us that, unlike another superintendent who assured us it would be 20, 25 minutes, and we have 45, that it will be assured.
I promise.
And riveting.
We'll say it and we'll do it all in like images, like, you know,
Graphic novels,
emojis
huh?
and graphic. No words.
Okay, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Seconded.
Thank you very much for coming, everybody. This meeting is adjourned.
Everybody have a great night.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you.